When everything is just right, a well-planned, beautifully landscaped home can look a lot like this. A wonderful mixture of plants and trees surrounding the home, patio, and pool. And equally important, the proper combination of hardscape and softscape.
Well, in the end, what we're looking for is a nice mixture between our hard and soft elements. One should complement the other. We need the hardscape because we need walls, and we need areas to place patio furniture and chairs and tables. But if we have that alone, a project is not going to be inviting. It's going to be commercial looking.
It all comes down to balance. The well-thought-out assortment of plants and trees interrupts the necessary surfaces of pavement and wall. What you don't want is something like this, a concrete, horizontal surface directly intersecting a vertical wall. While this may work out well as a basketball court, it looks and feels more like a commercial development than a residential area. The solution? Break it up.
The best way to treat this is to allow for a planter area in front of that wall, onto which we can provide vines, and then in front of that wall, shrubs. And in the end, what we see here is a wall that's basically disappeared. We still have the function of a property line wall, but we've completely mitigated its negative effects on the yard.
This goes for other portions of the yard as well. Wherever a hard horizontal element, such as a concrete patio, approaches the house, soften it up. Against the house, plants, and more plants, and any kind will do.
So as you view a properly laid out landscape project, you're going to note that in most cases, there will be a green buffer between all of the flat work and vertical masonry areas. This would even include the residence itself.
Even walkways are broken up. Instead of a long, solid path, individual concrete slabs are surrounded by sod. Patio supports are wrapped with vines. The strategy is to soften the appearance as much as possible by using greenery as a cushion without turning the yard into a jungle.
The softscape elements add the eye interest and the softness that really make a landscape look as if it belongs in a residence. So we take the areas that we must have, such as a vertical wall, and we then take areas of shrubs and trees in front of that, vines, so as to soften that wall and bring it into the proper perspective for residential landscaping.
When determining the best mix of hard and soft elements, it's important to know the difference and degrees of each. Hardscape includes the obvious, such as concrete or masonry property line walls. More subtle things as well, such as patio covers and even the residence itself. Softscape is anything green or blue, plants or water. And not all elements are created equal. While both are considered softscape, shrubs, for example, sod areas. In hardscape, you can have fixtures, such as concrete slabs, appearing much harder than other elements, such as rock mixtures. And what about the pool?
The pool as well needs the softening elements of plants, trees, and shrubs. So as a backdrop to this pool, we see a nice hedge of tropical palms and shrubberies and vines, and even planting pockets that are placed around the pool carefully so as to add some nice eye interest, but not overwhelm the pool and make it impractical for swimmers.
And the best advice of all? Begin with a plan. Remember, none of these elements happen by accident. So whether you choose to work with a professional landscape designer or draw up some plans on your own, think it through carefully before you begin.
And one way to begin is to look at other gardens. It's always nice to see a plan in place actually growing.